So now is the time to learn about missing values, and later on we'll see how to deal with this thing. So this is a snapshot of a data set that belongs to the Titanic. So this is a passenger ID. This is survived. 0 means the passenger couldn't survive. 1 means the passenger survived. So these are the names, and then gender, age, blah blah blah. So we are interested in missing values. Where are missing values? Visibly there are no missing values, but this NaN, Python has, or you can say pandas has, this way to represent the missing values. This means not a number, which means the value is value is missing. Also you can see this in Cabin feature as well. Actually in Cabin there are many missing values. So how can we deal with these missing value? Because there is no value over here practically. So when we are working with the features, or we are reducing the dimensions, how can we make use of this information? Because actually there is no information. So in next video we'll see how to deal with it. So now question is how to deal with these missing values. There are two basic methods. Number one, you can delete the row that contains any missing value. What do we mean by this? Here we can see that this row contains missing value, this row also contains missing value, and so on. So we can just delete these rows. So we'll be left with this row, and all the clean rows will be left with this row. So these rows will be cleaned row. There will be no missing value in these rows. This is a very good technique, but it has a constraint. You can implement this technique, this deleting the row technique, only where the number of missing values are very small. So let's say here, if we apply this technique, how many rows will be deleted? So let's count crosses. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 6 rows out of 10 will be deleted, which means my 60% data will be gone. So if my data set is already very small, I cannot lose my 60% of the records. So how to deal with this type of situation? However, if I have, let's say, only 1 out of 10 rows where the value is missing, then I think I can easily lose my 10% data again if I have a lot of data. So the second technique is imputation, imputing the missing values by using some statistical methods like mean, median, or mode. Mean is just an average thing. Median and mode are like, mode is the most repeated value in the column, and median is the mid value. If we arrange all the values in ascending order, then the value that will come in the middle will be our median value. So these are some of the methods that usually work in data science community, and in upcoming video I'll be telling you how to implement these techniques in Python. Okay, so we have discussed two techniques of dealing with missing values. One is delete the row technique, and the other one is imputing the missing value technique. So let's first import the data. So I'm using pandas library, and this is missing no, or missing number library as MSNO. This is a very beautiful visualization library. I'll tell you how it works. So here we are importing data by using pandas. So data is our data frame, and msno.metrics, let me show you what it does. Here you can see that we have imported the data, and then we have visualized the data. These black columns shows that there is no missing value, and the whiteness in the column shows the missing values. So here you can see that there is no missing value in passenger ID, there is no missing value in survived column, but there are some missing values in age column, and there are many missing values in cabin column. So we have imported the data, we have visualized the data, and let me show you the head of data. Here you can see that this age column, this is cabin column. Cabin column has some missing values, and here this is how you can count the number of missing values in with respect to columns. So data dot is null, which means not find the number of is nulls and then sum them up. So here you can see that in age column there are 177 missing values, and in cabin column there are 687 missing values, just as we have seen in the visualization. We have total 891 records, right? So how can we delete the rows that has missing values? Simple, very simple. Pandas provides you a function that is called drop NA, which means drop not a number values. So let me run it, and here we go. We have dropped all the not a number values, right? And now we are left with only 183 rows. Initially we had 891 rows, and now we are left with only 183 rows. So 891 minus 183. So we lost 708 rows. That is huge amount. So clearly this deleting the row technique cannot work with this data set. It may be very useful for some other data set, but it is not useful for this data set. We are losing a lot of our data, and we already don't have enough data. So the second technique that we can use is imputing the missing values. So let's first for example work on the age column. So let's take the mean of age, then median of age, and then mode of age, and then print all these three numbers, right? So the mean of age is 29, the median of age is 28, and the mode of age is 24. You can further read that what is the difference between mean, median, and mode. These are very basic statistical techniques. Mean is just an average thing, the simplest thing ever, right? So now we have to replace the missing values with mean. For example, let's deal with mean first. So we'll say data dot age fill NA. Remember before that we have done drop NA, right, to drop the data. Now we don't want to drop the data, we want to fill the data. By the way, I think we have lost our data. No, our original data is still the same. Let me first print our original data. So here you can see that it has 891 rows, right? So here I'll say data dot age dot fill NA. Fill NA means fill the not a number values with what? With mode, or let me say mean. And then I'll say in place true, which means that it will replace the original data set. It will make changes in original data set, right? It will not make any copy. And let me run it, and this cell has run, and here you can see that if I run this cell again, you will see that in age column there is no missing value, right? And so what is the proof? Actually there are 891 rows. We cannot check all the rows one by one, so we will just run this command that we had run over here as well. You can see that here 177 values were missing in age column. So let's run this command over here again, and you can see that in age column there is no missing value. And your assignment is you have to do same kind of experiment by using median and mode on cabin column or cabin feature. So this was the implementation of how can we deal with missing values.